Time now for dollars and cents. We have been seeing conflicting studies on the impact of California's $20 fast food minimum wage. Last week, we told you about a UC Berkeley study that found no meaningful job losses. It says fast food workers are making about 11% more, while menu prices are up about 1.5%, roughly 6 cents on a $4 item. I spoke with the lead author, Dr. Michael Reich. The UC Berkeley economist says his team used employer data reported to the federal government and cell phone location data to track workers in restaurants. If a device is inside for more than 4 hours, they count it as a worker, not a customer. He argues that the data show businesses are adjusting to the higher wage in other ways, but not through layoffs.
So employers can absorb some of the cost of the higher minimum wage through lower turnover, recruitment and retention costs, some through charging higher prices, and some they eat in lower profits.
Still, critics are painting a much different picture of the law's impact. They argue California's $20 fast food minimum wage is already backfiring, driving up prices even more, cutting jobs and hours, and speeding up automation, citing other research. One National Bureau of Economic Research study estimates the hike led to roughly 18,000 fewer fast food jobs, and an industry survey found nearly 40% of restaurants weren't profitable last year. Reich acknowledged some studies show larger restaurant price increases, but said the overall impact remains modest. He also challenged the methodology of competing research, singling out a UC Santa Cruz study. Reich said it relied on interviews with restaurant owners and managers, not workers, and described the researchers as inexperienced undergraduates. He argued their approach can introduce bias since owners may have an incentive to present a more pro-business perspective.
I'm guessing they probably said, what was the impact of the minimum wage on your business? Well, I know from other work that when you ask that kind of a question, the restaurant owners are only going to give you one answer, which is terrible. And it's not objective data. It's worthless, basically.
Reich says he sees the higher minimum wage as so far a success, one he believes other states may look to follow.
$20 minimum wage policy has shown that we can raise minimum wages higher than we thought before that. It has a really positive effect on the workers, and it doesn't cut jobs. The employers are still resisting having a cost of living increase.
I also reached out to Professor Hussey, who led the research team at UC Santa Cruz. I'm still waiting to hear back, and will share his response when I get it. Carolina.